All right.
Okay.
I'm excited. You got to get excited about this next one, Dave. This is going to be a lot of fun. So, I'm going to do the introduction after I play a little video. Let's have a watch of it.
Okay.
You guys ready? Here we go. Here's a
It's
commercial
movie
this lady put
time.
together. There we go.
So you've just been in a collision or some other kind of accident. The guys at Rick's Paint and Body have you covered with their new quick and easy online estimate tool. All you have to do is visit rickspaintandbody.com and follow the steps. Just snap a few photos and the experts at Rick's will get you an accurate quote in no time. It's that simple.
Bam.
Again?
I love the little twist at the end where she throws it in there a second time. You know what I mean? It's like, she's just a natural. So everybody, I want you to meet my good friend, Katie Smith. This lady is next level, y'all. I literally said y'all there for you because it's a little Southern. So she is.
Hey, what's up?
Right?
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Man, we're so glad to have you. So a little background for those who don't know her. Her and her husband, Tyler, great guy. They operate Rick's Paint and Body in Augusta, Georgia. So way down in that southern part. She is the one that educated me that bless your heart isn't actually a good thing. And I thought it was for a while, but apparently, apparently not so much. So I've had a lot of people say that to me. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. Ryan, bless your heart. So anyway, long story short, we're super honored to have you here. Honestly, she continues, Tyler and her continue to hit home run after home run. Just a lot of talent in a lot of different areas. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us, Katie.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
This is great. So I want to just start out at the very beginning here with, working in the business with your husband. You guys got into this. Maybe you can give us a quick little background, and how you balance it all. I mean, working with your husband, you're raising kids, you're doing it all. Tell us a little bit about how you got started and how you're doing it, all these things.
Balance. I don't know if there's a good balance. That would be the key. Well, first of all, Tyler and I have been married for almost 20 years, and we've worked together since before we were married.
No kidding. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. So we started a landscaping business when we were dating. He came home one day and he was like, "Hey, do you know how to make flyers?" And I was like on the computer? He was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Make 3,000 of them for landscaping. We're going to cut grass." I was like, "All right." So we go to Staples, we get 3,000 copies made. And I was like, "Hey, we don't have a mower, right?"
The small details.
I was like, "Or a trailer, a blower, or anything." He's like, "We're going to stuff mailboxes." So we walked neighborhood after neighborhood. And within like a couple hours, we had a book full of phone calls, and everybody that would call, Tyler's the salesman. And he'd be like, "Yeah, we're swamped. We're booked for about 2 weeks. We'll get you on the schedule." So we had about 2 weeks worth of work before we went to Charlotte and got somebody to sell us a mower, a trailer, a blower, a weed eater.
I love it.
It was the two of us. We built it up. We ended up with about 25 employees, and we were basically doing all commercial business. And my dad owned Rick's, and he kept calling us, asking us to come down and eventually take it over. And I was like, "No, we're good. We're good."
Yeah, what's your dad's name?
Do what now?
What's your dad's name?
Rusty.
Yeah, I know Rusty very well.
Yeah. So we moved down here. We kept the landscaping going for a couple of years, back and forth, and then we sold it. And here we are. So we've always worked together, and we've always had our kids with us while we worked together. And we've always told them that you got to work hard to play hard. And so luckily, as a family, we all have the same hobbies. And so you can find us offshore pretty much every pretty weekend, fishing, either for fun or in tournaments or hunting, and that's what we do.
That's so cool.
That's so
and
cool.
you have what, 2 boys?
So we have 2 boys. So Jackson is going to be 19 in a couple weeks.
Oh man.
And he is in college, and then he is here now and learning the production side and trying to get things scheduled around, and we're trying to teach him that. And then Campbell is 12, and they're both little old souls. Jackson just got his captain's license from the Coast Guard.
No kidding.
So he can charter boats and all that kind of stuff. And Campbell, the 12-year-old, is getting his pilot's license.
Oh, good.
So they have big dreams.
That's
So
amazing.
Katie, you built, you guys have quite a business there. I've known about it for quite a while, believe it or not, through Ron Kewen.
Right.
And Yeah, and you guys are now like heavily focused on OEMs, aren't you? And
We are.
you always been that way? Were you like once doing DRP work? What made that? Why did you decide to do that, and how that going for you?
Well, we really went the OEM route because we really we're committed to repairing the vehicles properly. And it's really great when you can form a relationship with a manufacturer that you can get their backup, and we are 100%. If an insurance company throws a flag at us, we have all the documentation. If there's an issue with the documentation, you can reach out to somebody at the OEM and get it in further.
Would you say, do you actually get work because of your certification? Some people say that they send us work. Some people say they don't send us any work.
We do. We get a ton of work for Lexus. We're the only Lexus authorized shop around for about 100 miles. In fact, we just went and picked up one from about 2 hours away yesterday.
Amazing.
Yeah. How do you leverage those relationships then?
We spend a lot of time at the dealers. We go by and visit them a good bit.
It's like the old days of visiting the agents. You take them a sticky note and a box of donuts.
That's right. We'll take them something sweet and just say, "Hey, we're stopping by. Do y'all need anything?" And usually they will send us back with a car.
That's how it's done in Augusta, right?
It is. Augusta is a big town with very small town ways.
There you go. And I think we actually have Amanda Dar coming on from Lexus. And I know she's a big fan of yours as well. So
I love Amanda too.
yeah. So this is going to be a lot of fun. This is truly great. So talk to us a little bit about, some of the things that I've noticed is you guys are constantly innovating. You're very creative, just naturally, which is great. And a lot of, a lot of people can learn from some of the things you've done. One of the things that I thought was interesting is you started a accessory shop or something. Can you tell us a little bit about that and what
we do?
how that all came about?
About 2.5 years ago, the business next door to us is called Trucks and More. And the man that owned it, he's had it since 1995. He came to us and he was like, "I'm selling. Are y'all interested?" And we really didn't have much interest in it, except that it's literally we share a parking lot. And so Tyler's like, "Well, get us the numbers and we'll think about it." Well, the numbers worked out really well, so we jumped on it. And it has worked out as a partnership between the two very well. I would say the accessory side has kind of slowed down some. Just we've noticed that there hasn't been as many new vehicles just with the interest rates. But we have really started pushing the maintenance side. And here we're trying to train all of our front staff checking in cars that if they see a oil change light on, or if they see that they're about to need an oil change, to go ahead and call the customer and say, "Hey, while we're sitting here waiting on parts, we can run your vehicle next door. We can get all that taken care of for you. That way you don't have to worry about it and it'll already be done."
Your accessory business has a whole mechanical division then.
It does.
Wow.
And so we do spray and bed liners, wheels, tires, and then the whole mechanical side.
God, so cool. Are you also doing some of your ADAS work next door?
Nope, we actually opened our own ADAS here.
All right.
Let's unpack that one together. How'd that come about?
Well, we had just been spending a fortune with third-party people, and we weren't sure that everything was being done 100%. And so we just wanted to make sure that it was done to our liking. And so that's how that came about.
I think that's a thing that a lot of shops are, we sub it out. It kind of goes into this black box. Are they actually doing it right or not? What gave you the early warning signs that maybe it wasn't being done properly?
Well, just, when you would ask about, well, with the gas, some of them require, so much gas in it. And they're like, "Oh, no, that's not a big deal." Well, ultimately, we're liable because we were the one that subbed it out. And so that's what, Tyler and I spent many a nights talking. I was like, we can't just assume they're doing it right, whoever's doing it, with us not double checking. Like, we have to have our hand in it to know what's.
I love that conversation. The fact that you're like, it needs to be done right. And if they're not doing it right, we'll take it on ourselves, which is amazing. Help us understand the journey to actually opening that up and getting that going, and any obstacles that you guys have overcome during that.
And what we ended up doing for this first little bit is we've partnered with Aztec.
Okay.
We have our own place here, and we redid the whole room. We got everything set up. But it was a lot of work to get it set up, you know, just with the floors, making sure they're the perfect floors, and where we did it. Actually, when my dad walked into where we did it, he was like, is this the same room? Like, how did you even think to put it here? And it all worked out great.
Yeah.
And we've had a few hiccups here and there getting it started. I think it's been going for probably about 4 months now, but all the kinks are starting to get worked out, and it's really been a great venture.
That's so cool. I think that's amazing. So one of the things that Dave, if you have any wrap up questions, I want to share one more video. So I'm going to go find it here and pull that up in a second as well. But did you have any wrap up questions? And then I want to show everybody the newest video from Katie.
Oh, the new one.
You guys have been on such a cool journey. What while he's pulling up that video, what's next for you? How far does your vision lead towards growing this business?
Well, we actually just signed some paperwork, and we will have a new shop up and going, hopefully by the end of this first quarter.
Oh man.
And we already have it staffed. So we're overstaffed at our current location right now. So we already have it staffed. So with the intentions that they were going to be moving out to the new location.
Boom.
So we're going to have Katie on next year and find out how this new
sequel
expansion's going.
That's
Well,
exactly
hopefully it'll go well.
Will you come back, Katie?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to go ahead and share your newest video. I don't know if anybody's seen this yet out there on the airwaves, but this is Katie's newest video. Here we go. Thanks for joining us, Katie.
Thank y'all.
Give it up for Katie.
So you've just been in a collision.
That's the old one. Hang on. Here's a new one.
So your car just got mistaken for Steve's car.
I trusted you!
And apparently the gym isn't the only place Steve has been seeing his trainer. And it looks like Steve's girlfriend isn't happy about it.
What do you think about this?
Fortunately, the team at Rick's has you covered with their quick and easy online estimate tool. Just visit rickspaintandbody.com, snap a few photos, and the team at Rick's will take care of the rest. It's that easy.
Honestly,
It's okay. It's Steve's loss.
I like how he wrestles the crowbar away. Priceless. Priceless. Katie, thanks for all you do. You're truly a bright spot in our industry, and we value you.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
Hey.